just going to read the long one. Okay. Jesus turned my worst chapter into the reason I have a story. 3 months after I started my freshman year, my only grandparent passed away. He was all I knew my entire life. It broke me and I started losing myself. I started to skip school, grades dropped, and I didn't care anymore. I only went to school to get away and to see the people that I hung out with. I transferred schools a few times that year. Fast forward to my sophomore year, I was stuck in a state I did not live in with nothing to do. I found a drug that was very popular. I heard the name of it a lot. I found out how to do it, and I did. I didn't like it, and I left it alone. A few weeks later, someone asked me if I wanted to do it again. I was young, only 15, with a messy family, terrible school experience, zero motivation, and the willpower of a toddler. I did it, and I quickly got hooked. I completely started losing myself, only went to school to stay enrolled, worked to support my habit, and kept falling into a deeper hole. During this time, I lost a close friend who I would talk to almost daily. I didn't know who I was or what I was doing in this life. And as time went by, things got worse. I wasn't me anymore, and I knew it wasn't going to end well. I slowly gave myself the strength and the courage to let go of the drug that I was on and asked for help. And on September 29th, 2023, I finally stopped and am now almost 1,000 days sober. As I got sober, I cared a little bit more about everything. And around this time, I transferred to AFA because my brother was already going here. I started going back to school, working to actually save and grow, and finally starting getting back to me. In 2024, I lost my aunt, and everything started going downhill again. After my aunt was killed, my family started losing loved one after loved one. The past 2 years have been the hardest years I've ever gone through when it comes to loss. I gave up on school. I told myself it was never possible for me. I felt like every time I took one step forward, I had to move 3 steps back. I kept trying and trying, but was very discouraged. And I finally told myself that I would get a GED. A few tests, everything you learn in school, shouldn't be hard, right? Wrong. It's a hard test if you aren't used to test taking. At this time, my brother got out of jail for the last time, and he was helping me as much as he could. We spent time together trying to be people that our parents would be proud of. And well, sadly, on July 4th, 2025, the only brother that I ever knew was taken away from me. When he graduated, I cried, I screamed, I yelled. I was so proud. I couldn't wait for it to be me. When he passed, I made a promise to him, a promise that I would make it. I promised I wouldn't give up. Everyone thought I would fall off. Everyone thought I would relapse, but I couldn't. My brother deserves to make it. My brother deserves to make it to the top, even if I have to take him there. I had 12 credits to make up in 4 quarters. I collected all of my work, spoke to teachers. I even took 3 math classes for 3 quarters and 3 English classes in 1 quarter. I didn't have a choice but to keep going and to get it done. I've had many obstacles and overcame every single one of them. When I was younger, my mom used to tell me how important school and graduating is. I never listened. As I grew older, I realized how right she is. I grew up not seeing my people graduate. I've seen people give up, drop out, and even pass before they could graduate. I walked this stage for all of them, and I especially walked this stage with Joey Goodwin. I am so happy and proud that I was able to do this. I know my brother is here with me. When he passed, he became my reason. I spent almost every day with my brother. He is a part of me. I would never have been able to do this without him. You are here. I see you. I feel you. And this is all for you. Losing my brother broke me, but it also put me back together in a way that I would never have been able to do alone. I wish like hell he was still here. But you will forever be right next to me. You will forever have a seat as long as I'm there. I did it, Randy. We did it, Randy.
Next, we have a speech from our Executive Director, Heidi. Good evening, everybody. Family, friends, staff, board members, volunteers, community partners, and most importantly, our class of 2026. It's one of the greatest honors of my life to be able to stand before you tonight. I know I say that every year, but it is true. That's why I'm here every year. I can't leave, it's addicting. This is what it is. Before I say anything else, I want to say you did it. Nobody did this for you. You all did this for yourself. You made it, and be proud of what you did to get here today. When people ask me to think about the class of 2026 years from now, I won't start with thinking about the credits or the grades or the diplomas. I'll talk about a class that helped AFA feel like AFA again. Your high school journey included things that no class should have to carry. Early in your high school experience, our school community lost Asher, a paraprofessional who cared deeply about students and brought kindness, support, and laughter into our building. And then at the end of your sophomore year, we packed an entire school and we moved. I know a couple of you remember that. We left behind a building that had been home for AFA for nearly 20 years, and we had to start over together in a new place. And I'm not going to pretend that that was easy, at least for me. It was probably one of the most anxiety-provoking things of my life. But knowing that we would have all of you there that September helped. Somewhere along the way, the new building started to feel like home. Not because of the walls, but because of the people inside of them, because of the relationships and the laughter and the way each of you kept showing up for each other. And then last April, our school community experienced the heartbreaking loss of Joey Goodwin. And as mentioned, Joey is deeply missed tonight. His name should be called with this class. He should be walking across this stage with all of you, surrounded by the love and pride of his family, his friends and classmates, and the AFA community. While we can't change the pain of his absence, we can make sure his place in this class is honored, and I really hope that we made you all proud tonight. Because Joey belongs to this class. He belongs to this community, just like all of you, and he'll always be part of this family. And tonight, I would like to pause and recognize Joey as a member of the class of 2026, because he is, and he always will be. And at this time, I would like to invite Joey's family to join me on stage as I present his honorary diploma. So if you don't mind. I would like to present you with this honorary diploma presented to Joey Goodwin's family in loving memory of Joey, whose life, presence, and impact will forever remain part of the Augsburg Fairview Academy family. And I want to present this with love and honor on graduation day. Joey will always be remembered, he will always be loved, and he will always be a part of the class of 2026. Thank you to Joey's family for allowing us to honor him tonight and for him to be a part of our AFA community. Moments like this remind us that AFA is more than a school. We're a community, we're a family. And when one of us is missing, we all feel it. After Joey, just a short time later, we lost Muhammad, a staff member who was also an AFA graduate, someone who loved our school. He believed in young people. He believed in all of you. And he always wanted the best for our students. That's why he came back for the second time, because he loved all of you. Then on the 4th of July, we lost Randy. He was a graduate, the class of 2024. He made people laugh. He was a light in our community and in many of yours. He made people at our school feel welcome. He made people feel like they belonged. His loss was felt throughout our community, and especially by his sister Cherry, who graduates with us tonight. And thank you for sharing such a beautiful speech. It's a lot of loss for any class to carry, and yet here you are. You faced individual losses, you faced collective loss, and yet here you are. Not because the road was easy, but you kept going. Even when life changed the timeline, the goal still mattered. And that's something I hope you carry for a long time after tonight. Life rarely happens on the timeline we imagine. Trust me. It took me like 7 years to get a master's degree. It's supposed to be 2. And so, don't let timelines define who you are. Sometimes plans change, and that's okay. Sometimes we have to take a different path than we expected. That doesn't mean we're a failure or we failed. It's just a different path. A delayed goal is still a goal worth reaching. Tonight, every graduate sitting here is proof of that. Some of you finished exactly when you planned. Some of you needed a little more time. Some of you faced challenges nobody will ever fully understand. But tonight, you're here. And nobody can take this day, this moment, your diploma away from you. This is something you earned, and this is yours forever. I hope you remember that the things that can change our lives are often the smallest things. Just showing up, trying again, asking for help, checking on a friend, making someone laugh, choosing kindness when life has given you every reason not to. Those moments matter. And when I think about this class, I think about your kindness. At one point or another, every single one of you have checked in on me, on our staff, on our teachers, in various moments to see whether or not we were okay at various points in the school year. And I also think about the way you supported one another throughout. I think the way you helped each other through some very difficult moments. I think about the way you reminded us that belonging matters, and that community matters, and that people matter. And in the end, you helped AFA feel like AFA again. You made this school better because you're a part of it. You certainly made me better. You helped me heal after a really difficult period. As you leave here today, carry the people that we have lost with you. Carrie Asher, Carrie Joey, Carrie Muhammad, Carrie Randy. Carry their memory, not only through grief, but through how you live your life. Be kind, take care of people, let others know they matter. The world needs more of that. Some of you know exactly what comes next. Some of you are still figuring it out. Both are okay. You don't need to have your entire future figured out right now. It's probably better you don't. Take some time, figure it out. That's okay. All you need to do is take the next step, one at a time. Class of 2026, I'm proud of the way you made it here. I am grateful for the impact you had on this school. I love who you have become. And while tonight marks the end of your time as students, it sure doesn't mark the end of your place at AFA. This will always be your school. We're only a call, a text, an email, or a visit away. We're not moving again, so you know where we are. Congratulations, class of 2026. Once a day, always a day.
That was beautiful. Now we have an honor song from our drum group. I don't want to butcher this, but I do want to say it. My bad, y'all. Obimindale. I hope I said that right. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. We truly appreciate this, and I truly appreciate getting to learn more about Indigenous culture. Next, we have the presentation of Eagle Feathers and Star Quilts by Daisy and Fred.
All right, we're going to begin. Can I please have Joey's family come up to the stage? We're going to begin by presenting you guys with the Star Quilt and Eagle Feather first. Here, give it to me.
I just want to share something really briefly that I'm glad that Daisy put this together to honor our relatives, especially Joey. Mikundagozyuan, Bibunake Ban. We remember his name is Bibunake Ban, Winter Maker, and he was here with us for a short time, and he gave us a lot of gifts. He gave us a lot of laughter, memories to remember him by. And the ceremony that Daisy is doing is she's honoring up the family with an eagle feather. She's honoring up the family with a blanket. And those are things that we've always done. The highest honor you can get is passing the eagle feather. And she really did a lot of work behind the scenes to make this happen. And it's something really amazing to be a part of. But the significance of it is that they're carrying forward the memory of Joey. They're remembering him with this blanket. That blanket will be in their family for years to come. That feather they're going to hang up every time they think of him or have a hard time. The meek one is a feather, and it reminds us that life is tough, that sometimes we go this way, sometimes we go that way, but in the middle of that feather, there's a spine in there, and that's where we need to be. We need to strike balance and continue our path. So everybody here, we are faced with challenges, and the rest of these feathers and blankets, they represent that. They're honoring that relative up with the feather. They're honoring their relative up with that blanket. That blanket will take care of them in tough times too. Wabuyan, to wrap them with love, to wrap them with respect and honor. That's what that blanket represents. I just wanted to share that so everybody knows what's going on here. And Miigwech to Daisy. Thank you to Daisy for putting this together. Miigwech.
Alright, so we're going to have our other three graduates. Can I please have Cherry, Akir, and Casey please take a stand? So we have Casey downwinds. I'm a little shaky. Like I said, keep it wrapped up, take good care of it. Treat it like you would treat a baby. Next we have Cherry.
it ever touches the floor, you burn it. You don't ever keep it after it touches the floor.
All right. Now we have the presentation of the diplomas, the moment we've all been waiting for. Once again, just a round of applause for the graduates. All right, I'll have Miss Heidi come up here.
Just them all right here in order.
All right, first up we have Casey Dowman. Next we have Akir Gayate. Next we have Cherish Lucier. Next we have Five Smith. Next we have Timmy Tester. Gino Wells. And last but not least, Elijah White.
I bet your mom wants a photo.
You guys are officially the graduating class of 2026. I would like for you guys to turn your tassel from the left to the right. And then you And I want you guys to look under your chairs because you all have some brand new shoes. Yes, all in order, all in your size. Thanks to Ty and our collaborator.
And thank you to our partnership, Assorted Sneaker Geek.
Yes! All right, now you guys will be taking a class photo. So go ahead and pose your stuff down. Yeah. It never hurts. One more time for the graduating class. One more time. No, get up. All right. Thank you.